Most important step. Power meet and greet, guys. Power meet and greet. How long do our customers shop today before they decide to buy a car on average? 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks. 15 hours, okay? And the average customer goes to 1.5 lots today. The internet does all the work for us now. People do it at home. People do it on their phone. People do it while they're at work. They do all the research for us, okay? Now, if I am the 1 or the 1.5, which is the second lot, if I'm the first lot, what is my predetermined thought of car salespeople before arriving here? Huh? Jacks, vultures, thieves, right? Is it generally anything positive?
No. Never.
Not unless you got referred by somebody who bought a car from you and you actually gave a good experience. But if it's just a driving into a lot, they're expecting the worst. They're expecting the worst. When does this meet and greet even start? Does it start here?
When they see you walking up to the car.
Or does it start when they pull in and the first time they lay eyes on you? Are they already predetermining things about you at that point? Right? So is it important when that customer pulls in for me to look assertive and look excited for the opportunity to help somebody? Right? You got to think about that. If you're in the middle of a conversation, yes, it might be an important conversation, but guess what? You're going to have time to finish that later in the day, okay? But if that customer pulls up, I need to stop my conversation with Trenton right now, and I need to make sure that customer sees that they got my attention, okay? We're so afraid that if we approach a car too soon, that we're going to come off bullish, okay? Do the opposite. Let a customer get out, walk around by themselves and not help them, and watch how much more offended they are then. Because they think you're prejudging them. They think you're sizing them up. They think you're qualifying them if you're even worth their time. These are all the negative emotions that they thought about you before they arrived. You're just confirming these things, right? So it's important right off the top. Make sure that they see that they got your attention, okay? And when you do your meet and greet, okay, if you're the one, they're expecting laziness. They're expecting whatever they're expecting. It generally ain't good. So when I go up and I do a power meet and greet and I say, hey, welcome to Toyota Selma. My name's Curtis. You are. Perfect. My goal today is to provide you a world-class service, okay? And then I'm going to come over the top. I want to add something to it. Before we get started today, can I get you something to drink? Would you like a water, coffee, or something else? Okay? Are most customers going to decline this?
Yes.
99% of them are going to decline this. Rarely do they ever say yes. It's the gesture, okay? When you say that and you offer your services right off the top, you say, hey, my goal today is to provide you a world-class service. Before we get started, can I get you something to drink? Water, coffee? Okay? I know they're going to decline it, and if they accept it, no big deal, go get it, okay? But 99% of the time, they're going to decline it. But right off the top, if they were expecting negative and they had a negative thought of you, and the first thing you do is welcome to the store, you let them know I'm going to provide you a world-class service, and then you offer your services right up front before we do anything at all, is it hard to continue to have a negative emotion toward that person? Yeah. That's over-the-top service, right? That's over-the-top service. What am I trying to do right here? What is my goal when I'm doing this meet and greet? I'm not just trying to say hello. I'm trying to kill any negative emotion that they already have toward me. Right or not? Now, what if you're the 0.5? What if you're the second? What are they thinking about you now when they pull up? They're thinking everything that they thought the first time, plus some. Because the only reason you're the 0.5 is because somebody else confirmed what they already thought. If they did 2 weeks of research, 15 hours, they knew that the car lot they went to, the number one, had the car they were looking for, and they don't own it, it's safe to say this is what fucked that up. The first person involved. So when they pull up, and that meet and greet probably went like, hey, can I help you? You looking for somebody? Right or not? They go, you need some help with anything? And they go, no, we're just looking, thanks. Okay. right? And I offer the same meet and greet. Do you think they're going to give me time of day? This is going to be all bad. So if I'm number 2, now I'm trying to overcome what number 1, the impression number 1 left on them, right? So now I got to come even over the top even harder. And again, welcome to Toyota Summit. My name is Curtis. You are. Thank you for coming out. My goal today is to provide you a world-class service. Before we get started, can I give you something to drink? Okay, perfect. Are you looking for something new or something pre-owned today? And I start walking with them, right? Comes off very natural. Do I know if I'm number 1 or number 2? No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm going to give the same power meet and greet every time. I want to make them feel welcomed. I want to let them know that they're in the presence of a professional, right? But I want to kill any negative emotion that they might have toward me, whether it be from their neighbor, from their teacher, or from their last experience. It doesn't matter to me. Does this make sense?